Tom,
What has Channel 5 done to tick you off? We've done no story that I'm aware of.
Tom, you're unaware that KSTP put out an article on their website that made the claim that I'm anti-Semitic because I held a rally at the Fed and I used the term Jewish elite. You're unaware of this?
Was this a story about a week ago?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't write the story.
But are you aware of it?
I'm vaguely aware of it. Yes.
Okay.
Why are you just protesting that now?
First of why would you assume that I'm aware of every story that's put out regarding me anyway? I mean,
if I were running for office, I'd be aware of every story that was being put out about me.
It's the mainstream media.
I know I saw it elsewhere as well.
Tom, it's the mainstream media. They're putting out stories about me every single day all around the world.
Okay, well, Royce, I'm trying to move my daughter today, so I don't really have a lot of time for this. I don't know what it is you want me to do. This is a story that's a week old.
It's a significant story when you're defaming somebody's character.
Did you talk about the Jews who run the Fed?
Wait a second. Tom, that was
the quote I saw.
Is the word elite, Tom, is the word elite a socioeconomic designation or not?
Okay. I don't have time to get into this discussion with you.
Are there black, white, and Hispanic elites or not, Tom?
Royce, if you want to complain, you can call my news director. I will give you the number.
I'm asking you a question. Now you can't answer a direct question. Are there black, white, and Hispanic elites, Tom?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are there black, white, and Hispanic elites in this country?
Yes, there are.
Okay. Are there Jewish elites in this country?
Yes, there are.
So why is it assumed that you're automatically anti-Semitic if you say there are Jewish elites?
You didn't stand up in front of the Fed and say it's Hispanic elites who are doing this or white elites. You specifically said Jews.
No. What I said was that, no, that's not what I said. And now you're talking about what I said.
I literally do not have time, and I'm going to have to hang up soon because you're going to have to call my news director and take it up with him.
Now I have to call your news director. When you want to do a story, you can call me and talk regular. Now I talk about you guys defaming my character. You don't have time all of a sudden.
Do this story. I barely even
It does not matter. It does not matter. You're a part of the organization. They put the entire KSTP name on the article.
Talk to the news director.
They put the entire name on the article. Then you said you didn't know about the story. Now you're saying you vaguely know. Now you know the specifics.
I didn't know what story you were talking about.
Tom, let me make this very clear. Tom, let me make this very clear. I like you. I like you, Tom. Tom, listen to me. Tom, listen to me. I like you. I like you. But you guys got to get...
That doesn't matter to me. That really does not
Tom,
matter to me.
You guys have to get your stuff in order and stop lying.
I don't have time.
You guys are accusing people of anti-Semitism casually. It's not okay. It's wrong. It's wrong. How about you call them and tell them to stop lying? You work there. How about you call them and tell them to stop lying? You work there. I don't.
Is Kirk. I will send this to you in a text as well. And that is all the time I have for now. This is a week-old story. If you had a complaint about it...
Doesn't matter if it's a week old. It doesn't matter if it's a week old. You guys are lying. That's the problem. Lies don't get old.
You know what? It was on video.
Lies... No, it wasn't on video. That's a lie. That's a lie. Okay. You just said you didn't know about the story. Now you know the details.
No, I didn't know about a story today. I didn't know you were talking about a story from a week later. Royce, I gotta go.
This is Crystal.
Hi, I'm looking for Kirk Varner. He's expecting my call. This is Royce White.
Oh, give me one moment. He might be in our morning editorial meeting. So give me 1 second to see if he's in his office.
Kirk Varner.
Royce White here.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
I have a serious issue with this article you guys put out claiming that I'm anti-Semitic or insinuating that I'm anti-Semitic for using the term Jewish elites.
Okay.
I have a question for you, and I asked the same question to Tom. Are there black, white, and Hispanic elites in this country?
I wouldn't make that judgment.
Excuse me. Let's not play fast and loose with the truth. Elite is a very commonly used socioeconomic designation. Are there black, white, and Hispanic elites in this country?
That's a judgment call, sir. I'm not going to give you
No.
you're looking for.
Oh,
and don't.
It's a judgment call. It's a judgment call, huh?
It's not.
Okay, so the Democrat Party hasn't made a platform talking about elites or elitism. The Democrat Party has not made a platform, a political platform, distinguishing between socioeconomic status in this country for the last 65 years or 100 years. That's not a commonly used thing in American politics to distinguish between the elites and the non-elites, or the poor and the rich, let's say, or the educated and the uneducated, or the very wealthy and the not so wealthy. That's not a commonly used distinction in American politics. Hello?
I'm here.
Is that not a commonly used distinction in American politics?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll answer it for you. There are black elites, Hispanic elites, and white elites in this country. They tend to be.
That would be, sir, an opinion.
No, it's not an opinion.
No, you're voicing an opinion.
Oh, okay. So KSTP's official position politically is that you can't talk about elitism, that elitism doesn't exist, or that you can't have an opinion.
Not KSTP's position.
Is that your position? Because Tom gave me your number, like you're the guy to call about it. So I called you. So now, yeah. So now what Tom has done is, he put the ball in your court.
Have the conversation, or you can yell at me.
He put the ball in your court. He put the ball in your court. Tom is saying that you're the guy to talk to about this situation. So I'm calling to talk to you. So you can say it's not KSTP's position. Is it your position? And if not, if you're not the guy to talk to, then why is Tom giving me your number?
I'm the news director, sir. I stand by the story. The story is KSTP didn't call anything you said anti-Semitic. Your opponent did, and which we faithfully reported.
Okay, so why did KSTP not call me to ask my opinion or my rebuttal about what my opponent said?
Because what's your opinion about what your opponent said?
That's funny?
No, it's not funny.
I think it's funny that you guys think you're so competent and you're so professional, and you laugh when I ask a very basic question.
I didn't laugh, sir.
You did laugh. You chuckled. You just chuckled. You're going to lie and say you didn't just chuckle?
I chuckled, sure. I chuckled because you're being unreasonable in this conversation.
Oh, it's unreasonable to ask if we can talk about elitism in American politics?
It's unreasonable to talk over me and not listen to me, and not have a civil conversation.
No,
you want to have a civil conversation?
It's not civil when people are dishonest.
Do not insult me by trying to steamroll me in a conversation.
It's not civil when people are dishonest and blatantly dishonest.
My intelligence.
It's not civil when people are blatantly dishonest, and it's not civil when people lie, when people write blatant lies. It is a blatant lie. It is a blatant lie. The insinuation that you're automatically anti-Semitic if you say that there are Jewish elites in this country is a lie, first of all. Second of all, I never said that. What I said was that when I started my 2022 campaign, the Star Tribune made the claim that I was anti-Semitic because I used the word globalism outside of the Federal Reserve. And at that time, I had launched my campaign at the Fed as well. And I said that they made the claim I was anti-Semitic for using the word globalism because there are Jewish elites who run the Fed. Do you realize, is it a fact that there are Jewish people who were considered and are commonly considered by any other socioeconomic standard to be elite due to education, due to their wealth, due to their position in society, due to their position at the bank, that they are considered to be elite, like Hubbard, for example. Hubbard would be considered an American elite, commonly used term. Ben Bernanke would be considered an elite. He is Jewish. Yet Janet Yellen would be considered an elite. Okay, these people actually were the chair of the Fed. So it's not anti-Semitic to say that a Jewish person is in charge of the Fed. If you believe that, then is it anti-Semitic to say that a black person is in charge of the NAACP?
But that's not what you said, sir.
That is exactly what I said, word for word.
Your video statement is on our website.
And that is exactly what I said.
and that's what we reported.
What I said in the video.
And we reported that your opponent called that anti-Semitic.
And you never called me to ask, and you never called me to get a comment on my rebuttal.
Your rebuttal is, what's your rebuttal to a statement that you made? He commented on your
That's not the statement I made. That's what I'm saying. You're lying.
How are we lying?
The statement I made.
When we transposed your video.
You didn't transpose it.
Yes, we did.
You didn't transpose it, and you actually got the comment wrong. You actually got the quote wrong. On the website, the quote is wrong.
I've listened to your statement. I read our copy. It is word for word accurate.
You actually got the quote wrong from what I said in the Tom Hauser interview about my bio on X. Then it was Twitter about my bio and you said, you made the claim that I what did you say? You said that I embraced anti-Semitism and that's not what I told Tom. And in fact, you got the actual quote from the interview wrong, and you did.
Okay. How did we get the quote wrong?
Oh, I can tell you. You said that I said there were words that politicians that we live in this alternative reality where politicians are judged and you put words by words at the end. I didn't say by words. I didn't say that we were judged by words. I said that we were judged where we can't have any humor or any type of be facetious. That's what I said. And regardless, the point is, why would you use an old quote from an interview from a month ago instead of calling me for a comment and you're basically saying that I shouldn't be able to comment for myself. And the reality is, what you're saying I said in the video and what's insinuated that I said in the video is an absolute and utter lie. What I said word for word in front of the Fed was, when I launched my 2022 campaign, they said I was dog whistling anti-Semitism because I held a rally or because I launched my campaign and talked about globalism in front of the Fed, and because there are Jewish elites that run the Fed. And there are Jewish elites that run the Fed or have run the Fed. They were the chair. Why is it okay?
Sir, that's your opinion.
No,
again,
wait. It's not an opinion. It's not an opinion.
It's your opinion.
How is it an opinion? Is Barack Obama a black man? Is Barack Obama a black man? Did he run this country?
Of course.
Oh, of course.
Of course he is. Of course he's a black man. That's without dispute.
And you would say that Barack Obama is not an elite?
I would say I wouldn't label him that, no.
And you think I'm the one that's being dishonest?
Okay. Again, you're talking about opinion here.
It's not an opinion. A president of the United States is an elite by any standard metric, by any.
In your opinion.
No, that's not okay. And that's the way that you guys do journalism, really? If a black man runs the country, he's not a black elite. Now you're gonna say that just because you know the argument I'm making. And the real question is, do you think the American people
can answer your own question?
Do you think the American people don't see it? Do you think the American people don't see it? That's my real question. Do you think the American people don't see it?
Don't see what?
Don't see that you all play fast and loose with the truth to push your political agendas and tell lies.
An opinion.
It's not an opinion.
And I take this argument from both sides.
It's not an opinion. It's not an opinion. There are elites. There are socio and economic elites of every single demographic in this country. Black, white, Hispanic, Jewish, Somali. It doesn't matter. Any demographic there are gay elites. There are women who are elites. There are men who are elites. There are older people and seniors who are elites. There are elites of every single demographic you could think of in this country. That is not an opinion. It's a fact. If you're saying it's an opinion, you're making the statement that KSTP's position on American politics is that you cannot ever say that there are elites, that the word elite in and of itself is fictitious or just an opinion. It's not an opinion. And how is it that a Democrat platform, KSTP, which you guys are, that's an opinion, but more like a fact. How is it the case?
I don't understand how something is an opinion or more like a fact.
Oh, you don't understand that? What I'm saying is that you can make the claim that's an opinion, but you guys' actions lean towards the Democrat Party and liberal politics. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I'll also tell you I have Democrats who tell me we lean the other way.
Yeah, of course you would. And they're trying to bully you into thinking that you're more conservative than you really are. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, back to my point, There are elites in this country. There are elites all around the world. There have been elites all throughout history. That is not an opinion. That is a fact. So the idea that you can say an individual who runs one of the most influential and exclusive institutions in human history isn't an elite is way past dishonest. It's way past dishonest.
Again, we didn't criticize you for the comment. Okay? I think you're misplacing your anger.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Your opponent called you out for the comment. We reported dutifully what you said. We reported what you previously said. We reported what he said. That's what reporting is. That's journalism. Your complaint is
no. That's not what you. That's not what you did.
Okay.
What you did was you said. You all said this. Now this was you all. At one point, white social media accounts suggested he embraced the anti-Semitic label. KSTP's chief political reporter Tom Hauser asked him about it during an interview in May. Right. That you are, among other things, sexist, misogynistic, homophobic, transphobic, and anti-Semitic. Are you all of those things? I mean, that's just ridiculous. It's like we live in this alternative reality that we judge our public figures or athletes, or now in this case, politicians, by words. I didn't say by words. I never said by words at the end of that quote. I said that we judge our public figures, athletes, or now in this case, politicians by. And then I went on to say we can't be facetious or humorous. I was posting all of those things I've been called that were ridiculous. And you never called me for a comment on this particular story. You used a previous interview quote that you misquoted as my response to this claim by my opponent? And you think that that's fair journalism?
Yes, sir.
How? How do I not get a chance to respond to this accusation?
Because you previously responded to the accusation.
No. I previously responded to.
You continued to claim
that's a lie.
You're not anti-Semitic.
That's a lie. No. That's a lie. I didn't previously respond to this accusation. Now you're using
You previously responded to the. Okay, first of all, this all goes back. You said to your previous campaign in which you were called out for dog whistling anti-Semitism. Is that not true?
No. You said that that this is about this accusation. This is not about this accusation. You cannot clump together anti-Semitism as an accusation as a whole across time and use that to say that I never get a chance to comment going forward because there's already been accusations in the past. That's ridiculous. In what world is that the standard of journalism?
In what world is you said something in front of the Federal Reserve.
Right.
It's on videotape. We presented the videotape. Your opponent reacted to that. You had previously said, we went above and beyond, sir. We went above and beyond by presenting what you had previously said in defense of the same position. So
no, you did. No. That's not above and beyond.
I want to say we didn't call you and ask you yet again what your position
is. It's a new accusation.
Changed.
It's a new accusation based on a new statement.
Okay.
It's a new accusation based on a new statement. And the real point of the matter is what Joe Fraser is saying is erroneous. It's erroneous because Joe Fraser, White's primary opponent, is focusing on White's use of the phrase Jewish elites, saying it's an example of his anti-Semitism. White's latest anti-Semitic rant is appalling but not shocking considering his long history of anti-Jewish rhetoric. How is it anti-Jewish to say that a person who is Jewish and happens to be in an elite position in our society is running an institution that they're actually running? How is that anti-Jewish?
I think you should ask that question of your opponent.
No, I'm asking why you all as a news institute, so now you all don't distinguish between fact and not fact when it's a political race.
When it's a political race and a political candidate makes a statement, we report what the candidate
Are
says,
there Jewish elites in this country?
You keep asking me that question, and I'm not answering that
question.
Okay,
and I know you're afraid to answer the question. I get that. But I want you to realize, I want you to realize that Tom Hauser, your chief political reporter, is the one who directed me to talk to you, and I just got off the phone with him. And he said that there are Jewish elites in this country, and there are black, white, and Hispanic elites in this country. So why are you so afraid to say it?
First of all, I'm not afraid to say anything. I choose not to answer your question because you're asking me a question about an opinion. If Tom Hauser gave you his answer, good for him.
No. Why are you saying it's an opinion is my question.
It's an opinion.
What about it is an opinion?
It's your opinion.
No, what about it is an opinion? What I'm asking you is, how do we
I've already
determine?
answered this question twice.
How do we distinguish between socioeconomic and class, socioeconomic class in this country if we can't say the word elite?
You can say whatever word you want to. You're applying a label, actually two labels in this case, to a person.
Two labels?
Are you not?
What do you mean? How is it two labels? What two labels?
You're applying the label elite and the label Jewish. Are you not? Are those both labels?
Is Barack Obama not a black man? Is that a label?
That's not the question here.
It is the question. No, it's my question. No, the word is if the term black isn't a label, then the term Jewish isn't a label. That's the point.
Of course it is.
Is the word black a label?
No.
The word black isn't a label, but the word Jewish is?
Correct.
Why is that?
Because one is a designation of religion and belief, and one is an apparent description.
So the word wait a second.
You know
So
the difference.
so the word Jewish. So now you're saying so now you're saying the word Jewish is not used as a racial and ethnic designation?
Oh, absolutely it is.
Okay, so why is it so then what is the difference? That it's also used as a religious and faithful is that it's.
I believe the word you're looking for is a context. You're using a word in a context.
Whoa, wait. Okay, and my follow-up question is this. My follow-up question is this.
And your follow-up question can wait until I'm finished speaking, as I have waited until.
My follow-up question is this. If the Jewish label.
Mr. White, the conversation's going to be over in about 10 seconds.
Because you don't like the questions.
I don't mind your questions.
No, you don't like the questions. You're dancing around them.
I'm not dancing around them.
You are dancing around them. You're tap dancing around them. You're doing the waltz around the questions.
Okay, that's fine. You continue to label whatever you want.
The Jewish label, so you're telling me that the Jewish label is both a religious faith and ethnic racial designation. Now, my question is, if a Jewish person does not acknowledge the religious and faith part of that identity or of that label, is it then safe to talk about their Jewish identity exclusively in the ethnic and racial context? Do you understand the question?
I understand the question, and stop trying to insult my.
I'm not. I'm asking.
Yes, you are, sir.
You guys are insulting your readers' intelligence.
You've yelled at me and you've interrupted.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm not yelling at you.
Yes, sir, you are.
No, I'm not. That's another sneaky, soft way to try and divert the attention.
There's nothing sneaky here.
It is.
Your voice to me
the whole MO is sneaky.
And you've interrupted me on multiple occasions.
Because you're lying.
Doing this.
You're lying.
Okay.
You're lying, and you know you're lying, and the American people know you're lying. I just want you to fess up to it like a man, but you're a coward.
Okay.
You're a coward. You know what you're doing. You know what you're saying. You know what you're saying. You know what you're doing. Stop using the Jewish people for your political bullshit. Stop using the Jews for your political bullshit. They don't appreciate it, and I don't appreciate it. And quiet as it's kept, you got no right. You got no right to report. You have no right. You have no right whatsoever. No moral right. No moral authority to make the claim or even insinuate or even pass some BS story about what my opponent says that you know is a lie as an official media outlet in this city or anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world for that matter that uses the history of Jewish people to try and push some bullshit political narrative. You got no moral right and you got no moral authority. That's what I'm calling you for. And you can't fess up to it like a man. You know there are Jewish elites. You know there are black elites. You know there are white elites. You know there are Hispanic elites. But you posh, mealy-mouthed media hacks fancy yourself as elite. You're not elite. When the elites come to round people up, you're going too.
Are you done?
I'm perfectly done, unless you want to be honest.
Oh, you want to know what's honest?
Go ahead.
Okay, you don't know a thing about me, sir. For instance.
Oh, I know everything about you. I know everything about you. I don't care if you're Jewish or not.
I'm Jewish, and I find it insulting.
I don't care if you're Jewish or not.
Okay, well there you
Doesn't
go.
matter.
My opinion.
Doesn't matter if you're Jewish or not.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter if I'm black or not. Barack Obama's black.